Hey friends, I want to wish a very, very happy day to all of you Paula Deen Club members. I wanted to do something special for y'all. I wanted to give y'all some tips maybe on Mother's Day gifts that you kind of do yourself. And this is Eddie. He is my personal assistant. And Eddie is so good with crafts and flower arrangements and bows. Eddie really gets in there with me and has as good a time as I have. So I got Eddie out here because, you know, bring your husband in, bring one of your children, because this is really, really fun if you do it with somebody. Make it an event. So I just got through making 6 Easter baskets for grandchildren. So I thought, well, for Mother's Day, how about a basket for Mother's Day?
Yeah.
You know, that's a great idea. You could actually use like your more traditional Easter baskets, the round with the handle. But Eddie went out and found this little container.
Kind of like an apple basket,
Yeah, yeah, it does. It looks like an apple basket, so it goes along with the theme. Now, the theme that we're doing in this is a gardening theme. So if you've got a mother or a special aunt, whoever the woman is in your life, fill the basket with things that she loves. Like over here, Eddie and I put this basket together, and it's like a spa basket. It's got the candles, it's got your soaps and your creams, and of course your beautiful orchid that she can keep forever. Gosh, what all's in there, Eddie?
There's some
Oh, and
aromatherapy,
some Joe Malone
some
perfume. Oh,
some
so
hand cream, all kinds of
so
just fun
yes, a
spa
mother
stuff.
that really enjoys massages and spas, which there's not many women that don't. That's a perfect basket for her. If your mother is really into baking, oh my gosh, you could do a precious
Well,
basket
I was
full
gonna
of
try to
muffin
find something,
tins.
but I figured that was a given that we would do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can include a cookbook in it, or maybe a special trip that involves cooking demos. There's just so much you can do that away. Now, we want to build this up, and I tell you, I'm killing the sound man right now. He probably has no ears left. Right, Phil? So you can use newspaper. Listen, I've used a little bit of everything to fill that up, but the most important thing is that you bring it up. Do we have any more of that brown paper, Eddie?
We
Because we could
have a little bit more. We've got lots
good
of
grass.
grass to pop it up.
But
You want
this
one more layer?
Yeah, this is so important, y'all, because you want to build that basket up. You don't want to just like sit it in the bottom and everything gets lost in it. You know, my Aunt Peggy and Uncle George, I've told y'all the story so many times, they own the toy house in Albany, and Aunt Peggy did the most beautiful custom Easter baskets you have ever seen. And so anybody that wanted something very special for their child at Easter, they went to the toy house, and my Aunt Peggy did it. So I had her teach me how over the years, because I had those 2 little boys, and I wanted to make their Easter basket very special. So I was so fortunate to be trained by the best as far as I'm concerned. All right, might want to take your ears off, Phil, because I'm fixing to crunch. This is stiff paper, but it's going to build it up like perfect, Eddie. All right, so you want to be opening our grass. Now, they have got so many different grasses out there available in different materials and different colors, but we thought this would be pretty, and the color is so good it would go with anything that you decide to put in it. you know, this is just one of those things that I enjoy doing the most. And you can make these as expensive as you want or as inexpensive as you want.
Yeah. You can find. I mean, right now, I think you can find some great deals, especially doing a garden.
Yes.
Garden.
All right, you know what I forgot to do, Eddie?
Make a hole.
I forgot to make a hole for our orchid. So I'm so glad you're here with me. Now, I've made you a hole. And if you would just, and you notice we bought a beautiful container.
Yeah, it's a porcelain, but copper.
Yes. So we want Mama to be able to have that and continue using it. All right, it's real important that you have scissors around and you have tape. Look at this. For Mama's garden.
Yes.
I mean, how cute is this? All right, now let's kind of fan these out, Eddie, like this. And in order to keep them fanned out, we're going to have to tape them. So, you wouldn't believe how much tape is in my grandchildren's Easter baskets. But by taping it, we can get that to fan out and stand up just like that. I'm going to need one more piece of tape up here. But look how cute that is. And then to make sure it sticks to the stick. And I would recommend, I don't have that with me, but I always use tape that's completely clear.
Yeah.
So you can't see it. So there we go. You want to peek around the front, Eddie, and see how that looks. How that's looking.
Yeah, great.
And, you know, this is perfect, Eddie. It can hold your tools because we're going to give Mommy tools to dig with.
Yeah. You know how many times I've gone back and forth to the garage to get
I know.
tools?
I know. So we're going to have them all together here for her. So let's see how we're going to put this. It says plays with dirt, y'all. And I like that. So let's see how we can do this. I kind of like tying things up with ribbons. So if you would cut me a small, do we have any small ribbon that's not quite as wide? I bet we do. We're constantly doing crafts around this house, y'all, so we usually have, oh, that's perfect. That is perfect.
What color do you want? Green?
It doesn't matter.
Hot pink.
I think either one will be fine.
Like long enough?
Perfect. All right, so if you would just tie that up. And by tying that up, it helps. Do you need a little bit more on the other side?
I think so. It's off balance.
See, this is why I say it's so much more fun when two of you are doing this and just tie it as tight as you can. That's adorable. That is adorable, Eddie. So now we're going to place this. How about right there? And again, I'm going to take a piece of tape wherever it went. Thank you. I'm going to take a piece of tape and just kind of secure that apron right there. All right. Let's come in here on this side with Mama's tools.
This one here looks dangerous.
I know. That's
it's like one of your cooking.
That's what I was thinking. Now, see, I would love that. This utensil when I'm in there making like a butt, something that weighs heavy. That would be perfect. All right, I've got some gardening magazines. And how neat is that? We've actually got, this is a very, very popular magazine besides Cooking with Paula Deen.
Well, yeah.
Why didn't we put a Cooking with Paula Deen in there? But we got Gardening Guns, and women and men love this magazine. And of course, the Magnolia Journal is great. So we're going to tuck these right here in the back for background. Perfect, and I'm going to use another piece of tape to just make sure those stay taped together. And let's see, the last thing we've got is a birdhouse.
Yeah.
How cute is this birdhouse? In our yard here, I have got birdhouses everywhere. Everywhere. Now, we could have stuck a little bird in there too, couldn't we have?
Well, we've got a.
See, Eddie's got everything.
Yeah.
I just love hanging out. Look at that. I love hanging out with Eddie. Because he digs this stuff just as much as I do. Where Michael, not so much. Although, you know what? I take that back. I was doing some, look how cute that is. Look how cute. I was fooling around with driftwood one day, and Michael got in there, and he did a driftwood boat.
He did. He made it.
Yes.
He did a beautiful creation, and we hung it in the doghouse.
Yes, yes, we did. All right, so get around there, Eddie, and tell me how that looks. I think I've got everything in there. Oh, no, I don't have the gloves. Gosh, the gloves are so important.
The gloves could probably just hang out
All
the
right,
two corners.
you kind of tell me
Let's see.
where the gloves can go.
Maybe if we tie it
Oh,
like
yeah,
that and just have them.
yeah, that's perfect. All right, so I'm going to see if I can't just stick it down just like that. And we could always fill in with candy. All right, let's get that little. Do we have any candy, Eddie?
I didn't get any candy.
I can't believe we don't have any candy around this house.
I didn't.
I can't believe it. All right, so our basket is assembled. Now we're ready to wrap it. And I prefer using a clear cellophane. Now you can get that too in colors. You know what? I better secure that birdhouse, hadn't I?
Tape it to the magazine.
I'm just going to tape it to the magazine so that will stay. So it's important that you have some tape around. All right, Eddie, I'm going to lift this up.
Okay, you want to go across or this way?
We're probably, because this container is so big, we're probably going to have to run it both ways.
All right.
All right, so you'll want to center that in your paper, and then you want to make sure you've got enough to make a pretty little top. So we're going to need to go that away some more. We're going to need some more height down there.
I think we're going to have to change it and let me get another roll.
Okay. Which that'll be fine. We can, like I said, because the container is so big, we're going to have to do it both ways. So we'll start then by turning this away, since we ran out of paper. And like I said, you'll want to make it even so that your papers on either side are the same height. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to, Eddie, if you would hold up this side, please. I'm going to do this just like I was wrapping a gift box. So there we go. I'm just tucking those, folding those corners. I sure do hate that I don't have invisible tape though, because you can see this tape, and I would never ever use tape that that shows up. All right. So again, we're gonna, if you'd hold that up, Eddie, please. All right. So there we go. We're gonna make our our fold right there, and our fold right here. And then we're just gonna bring this up, and you know, I don't think we're
We
gonna
may
have
not
to,
need it.
I don't think we're gonna have to go the other way. So you just wanna, all right, I wanna try to get that in the middle.
Kind of if the steeple
The
kind of just
steeple
poke
can
through.
stick out. That's perfect.
Now, did you
Alrighty.
ever make gift baskets for your mom? Or is this kind of a
No.
present day creation
You know,
thing?
I didn't. I was, yeah, get that real tight. I was not fortunate enough to have my mother for very long. You know, she died a young woman. She died when she was just 44 years old. But I have my Aunt Peggy, who has been like a wonderful substitute. Because nobody can take your mother's place, but Aunt Peggy has been such a role model for
Oh,
me, and she's
yes.
been my biggest cheerleader. All right, so we're gonna make some pretty bows for this, and you want to start by looping your bow around, and then when you get to the back, you want to twist it. And I recommend that you always work with a wired ribbon because it's just much more flexible, and you can get it to do things that you can't get regular ribbon to do. All right. So just that easy. We've got a bow, and I'm going to cut this down here because I want a tail on it. All right, and I'm going to take my thin piece of wire, and I'm just going to pinch that bow together and mash it as hard as I can to make it as little as I can. All right, and then all you have to do is take your bows, your little bent up bows, and just work those around just like that. And we've got a beautiful bow for a beautiful basket for our mother. All right, Eddie, let's, uh-oh.
It fall apart.
I didn't even have it twisted. All right, so I got to get that piece back in there. You know, I said when I came back in my second life, I want to come back as an octopus. Wouldn't that be good to have 8 arms, except when it was time to do your fingernails? That might not be so fun. All righty, so no harm, no foul. We got it. All right, so this is such a pretty ribbon, and your ribbon is so, whoa. Your ribbon is so pretty. I'm gonna cut this one about right there. And then we're just gonna put, what do you think? Should we put one on one side and one on the other?
Yeah, that'll cover it.
I think that'll be pretty. All right, so let's take a piece of the solid and put around here, and you do the same thing with your bow. So we can, it just kind of like ties them together. You see what I'm saying? So we'll have a solid streamer to go with the polka dotted streamer. Yeah.
This is a great color.
Isn't this a great color? All righty, so I'm gonna tie mine on the front. Just like that. This thin wire, y'all, you can do anything with the wire. And just for a curly Q something, we picked up these little ribbons, and they've got a sticky back to them. So I'm gonna come in here. Whoa! My
Throw
table's
away
rolling
cart.
on me. I'm just gonna stick that underneath there to give it a little jazzed up look. And to finish this, I want a name tag. And Eddie, you found these at probably a craft store.
Craft
Is
store.
that right?
Yeah. These are not chalkboard. It's
It
just
feels like a chalkboard.
yeah.
So I'm gonna just put a note to Mama. To Mama with love and a kiss and a hug and the year that I did this for her.
Looks like you wrote with your lipstick.
I know it does, doesn't it? Look how pretty this is. And it was so much fun putting this together. Eddie, you know what? Eddie still got a mother. So we ought to send this to your mother, you know it?
Oh, she loves
Wouldn't
to
she
garden.
love it?
Loves to garden.
So let's ship it to her. All right, I'm gonna tie this on. So I'm glad I didn't put my name on it. So you can put your name on it and send that to Mama, and she will be thrilled to pieces because it's something that you spent time and effort doing for her. I'm just taking my ribbon because it's got the wire, and I'm just crinkling it a little bit, just like that. And it's the perfect Mother's Day gift. So I hope y'all enjoyed being with Eddie and me this morning and putting together this project for the woman that has given us everything. Everything.
Yes.
And I wish all you girls out there that are mothers, I wish y'all the most blessed, happy Mother's Day. It's ready to go.